Hello. Yeah, I'm mostly in the dark. Ground Shockwave here. The end. Okay, it's not the end. Recently I've been getting back into Kirby, mainly because I've been playing a lot of Kirby Mass Attack, which is currently my favorite DS game. I mean, there's just so much to do in that game. Not just in the sub-games, but in the main game itself, collecting all the medals. Everything about the game is just so well crafted, too. I love it. But I figured I'd actually take a look back on some of the commercials. And even sort of a look forward. Nah, not really. Basically, I'm very intrigued about some of the commercials for Kirby. And I got myself quite a few of them. Let's cover the one for Kirby Mass Attack first.
Let's say you come across an evil tree.
You again?
By yourself, you're in trouble.
You're absolutely sure about that, guys? Yeah, absolutely sure? Because this footage right here, and this footage right here, completely disagrees with that statement.
But if there were 10 of you, 10 is better than 1.
Yes, it certainly is, but it's a little more than necessary to defeat Wispy. But in this game, I guess you could really say that it does kind of require 10 Kirbys.
It's the same with Kirby Mass Attack. You can control a mob of up to 10 Kirbys to overcome obstacles, pummel your enemies, and uncover secret paths. It's a mass attack! Kirby Mass Attack for Nintendo DS, rated E for everyone.
Anyway, another commercial that I found interesting was for Kirby's Adventure. This is what we got.
Who's Kirby? Behind the flabby facade, a physical powerhouse, a street fighter, a weapons expert. He's whatever the situation demands. In Kirby's Adventure, evil King Dede's stolen Dreamland's dreams. Now Kirby's fighting to get them back, level by nightmarish level. That's Kirby. He's cute. Till you cross him, then he's one tough cream puff. Kirby's Adventure, new on NES.
Alright, I guess. But this is what Japan got.
ほら吸い込んだまた吸い込んだ吸い込んだらカービィ強くなるそれパラソルだそれハンマーだ出てくる敵キャラやっつけろほら吸い込んだまた吸い込んだ吸い込んだらカービィ
星のカービィがファミコンソフトになった。すっごくカラフル。
ますますやんちゃ星のカービィ夢の泉の物語よろしく
Very, very interesting. I like the way the commercial looks, but it just seems too familiar. Possibly an entire game was based off of this design. One that had the word epic written on it. One that looks very bad on my Yeah, it's easy to believe that that commercial was what inspired the art design for Epic Yarn. Speaking of Epic Yarn, let's watch a commercial for that.
Kirby's not just yarn. He's a tank. And Kirby's not just a tank, he's a car, a sub, a flying saucer, and more. Kirby's Epic Yarn, rated E for everyone. The Wii system and 2 games are now $199.99.
So Kirby becomes a tank, and in the process of trying to kill 2 Bronto Burts, he turns the entire city into paper and yarn. And not a single citizen is startled by this. Not a single citizen is startled. or even so much as weirded out. Yeah, we got a bit of something wrong here. Kirby Epic Yarn is the first console Kirby game since Air Ride, and the first platformer on consoles since 64. Let's check out 64.
Muffin is a tabby, Buddy is a retriever, and Kirby is, well, Kirby is just Kirby.
Kirby's back with amazing new attack combinations in Kirby 64. Rated E.
Actually, I thought the dog and cat were actually hurt bad. Were actually hurt bad from the missile launch. Turns out they're perfectly fine. Whatever, I mentioned Air Ride. So, let's go to Air Ride.
If you can't beat 'em, eat 'em. Chew up the competition with Kirby as he jets across 20 gut-busting race courses in Kirby Air Ride. Only on Nintendo GameCube. Rated E for everyone.
Remind me never to race against Kirby. Trust me. A popular Kirby game is Kirby's Dreamland. Let's check that commercial out.
Recently, we compared two superheroes, Dashing Super Guy and Kirby from Nintendo. In some ways, Kirby lost big. No big hair, no big muscles, no weapons, nothing. All Kirby's got is appetite. Kirby's Dreamland, the thrilling new adventure game on Game Boy. Kirby munches, spits back, and floats, saving glorious Dreamland. He's Kirby, and he packs a mean bite. Kirby's Dreamland only on Game Boy. Game Boy sold separately.
I suppose this was trying to make it appeal to boys as well, because Kirby didn't have his trademark pink color at the time, but more so because there are always these badass superheroes out there, and comparing them to Kirby is not exactly the greatest idea. So, yeah, it's sequel. Let's check this one out.
What are friends? Friends are there to pick you up when you're feeling a little down. Friends are there to rearrange someone's face when they're acting like a clown. Friends are a hamster, a fish, and an owl in Kirby's Dreamland 2. If you ain't fighting on their side, well, man, I'd pity you.
Kirby's back and the Flabby One brought 3 rowdy friends. It's a pumped-up, powered-up Kirby in Kirby's Dreamland 2. New for Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
Will you be my friend?
Am I the only one a bit worried? Oh my god, it's a giant Kirby! That's holding the number 2 under it. Strange.
3匹の強い仲間がついているのさ。スーパーゲームボーイならカラーでやんちゃ放題大暴れ。ゲームボーイソフト星のカービィ2新発売。
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of Japan commercials to display because I didn't find enough interesting ones. But here's one for Kirby and the Amazing Mirror for Japan. Not much to say except Pink Kirby was in a jail cell. Why the fuck did they not confiscate his fucking cell phone? There was another spin-off game for Kirby, of course. But did I ever really mention a spin-off game otherwise? Here is the commercial for Kirby Pinball Land.
Some play games that go... and some play games that go... Well, now there's Nintendo's new... pinball video game called Kirby's Pinball Land. And Kirby's... place. All you do is keep Kirby as long as you can. Get Nintendo's new Kirby's Pinball Land for Game Boy, and we'll bet you won't go.
Why did every game in the 90s have to be like, it's so cool, it's gonna blow your fucking mind? I mean, it's just so badass and it's unbelievable. It's Kirby. Pinball. It's pinball with Kirby. That's not that extreme. It became its own little sub-game under Kirby's Brawl Ball in Mass Attack, for fuck's sake. Anyway, the last commercial I have to show off is Kirby Campus Curse, the Japanese version. I know there are more Kirby games out there that I could have had commercials for, but let's check this one out.
タッチペンで描いた日曜、カービィが駆け抜ける。任天堂 DS タッチカービィ。
It certainly displays the line drawing capabilities of Canvas Curse, as I actually have a copy of Canvas Curse. It's really good. Trust me, it's a very good game. No need to say my name, because you can tell it from the fucking username up there. See ya.